Yo, what is up, fam? It's your boy, Joe Fit Johnson, here to present y'all No Stagnation Academy's Model Body Transformation webinar. All right, so in this webinar, y'all gonna get some keys, y'all gonna get some gems. So stick around, don't leave. I'm gonna be showing y'all how to build lean muscle mass while dropping body fat without cardio and without strict dieting. All right, so don't go nowhere. All right, we've helped dozens of people literally build muscle while dropping body fat without a strict diet, without tons of cardio. This is the system that you need to reach your goals. This is the gems. This is what you're gonna need to finally stop going in that fucking hamster wheel. All right, let's get these results. Let's make this.
I mean, not to be cliche, but everything. Like, I think I remember back when we first started, like, working on this, joining the call, you asked me, like, some of the things that I wanted to work on. And I remember saying, for me at least, like, even abs wasn't even a goal of mine. Like, I didn't care. Yeah. And just like how the whole program is designed, that you work on, like, every part of the body. And, like, before you know it, you know, you're seeing gains in every area, you know, from your legs, you know, biceps, the back, your abs, all those things. So it's been crazy, bro. I say this all the time because, like, when people see me now, like, they're asking me for workout advice and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like, I just can't even believe it myself.
Yeah.
Just start. That's the hardest part, is starting. You psych yourself out by saying, I can't afford it. I can't find it in my schedule. I don't have it's just always so many excuses. And, you know, I can credit you for that because you kind of pushed me, because I was, you know, trying to hint at that. And he was like, you know, if this is something that you want, man, just take the leap. And that wasn't just for something with this. I recommend that for a life period. You know, like, everything you want is on the other side. So just start, man. And once you start, sometimes that's all it takes. Like, we don't know the rest or how we're going to figure it out. But, like, to see that I started at the top of this month and here we are 4 months later, I'm like, well, damn.
I was so skeptical. I was like, because you were, one thing that just stuck in my mind was, like, you were like, you're never going to need another trainer again. I'm literally going to give you all the knowledge you need for the rest of your life. If you come back to me, I failed you, and we'll work through it or whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know, he's got to say what he's got to say to make his money or whatever. And then after our consultation, I was like, holy crap, he has a totally different angle. Like, you have the most, this program is just so well-rounded. And it just hits all the very important parts of living a healthy lifestyle that I've never heard of in a fitness program, you know, and that was really impressive. I would bend over backwards to be like, you need to be in this program. Like, it's so much more than I was anticipating. And you're very involved, and I think a lot of people don't like the idea of, like, an online trainer or, like, you know what I mean, a not in-person trainer. And I thought I wanted an in-person trainer, but, like, working with you, I felt like we were in person practically. Like, you were just always there. And I mean, besides, like, working out by myself, that didn't end up even being that bad. You're always giving feedback, always responding to my feedback of the workouts. Like, it's just so involved. You see the results. Like, it's not fake. It's not, like, you're not enhancing. You're not making anything sound better than it is. Like, you just have really good content, and you have a really good way of, like, bringing that to people. And I think it's worth all the money in the world, really.
But, like, I would look on the scale and I'm like, man, I'm like around the same, and I can't, I was getting real frustrated because I'm like, hey, like, I feel stronger, but I still weigh the same. And then it wasn't until you did the comparison a couple of days ago that I was like, oh, wow, like, I see the difference.
For sure.
And then as far as, like, the workout, like, I don't really feel like I'm working out harder. It's just, like, I'm switching it up. Like before, prior to everything, I was doing a lot of cardio and, like, running and stuff like that. But like, now I feel like I'm putting in the same amount of effort, if not a little bit more, but I'm seeing way better results. Like, I feel a lot stronger. I can see the difference in the pictures. And even, like, my eating habits, you know, like, whenever I'm, like, grabbing food, like, I'm always like don't even touch processed food. Like, I just made me like granola with papaya, banana, strawberries, because my sugar cravings, it's, like, pretty much gone.
Yeah.
I always felt like I just needed to have, like, a little chocolate, but, like, now, you know, I'm grabbing fruits and stuff like that. So, like, that's way better.
Yeah.
And I feel like even now, like, I don't know, like, the food just, like, I feel like it almost even tastes different than before. That's, like, the biggest thing that I've noticed. One of the bigger things too is like, now I'm more conscious of what I eat. Like, I don't really feel like it's a diet where it's like, all right, I gotta weigh my food and I gotta eat my food at this time. Like, I'm still aware of the time, but I'm able to incorporate it with my day, right? Whereas like before, I'm like, oh man, I gotta eat at this time. I gotta make sure I have food at this time.
Right.
Like now, I still do, but it's not a big deal. Like I'm used to it.
Yep.
And but prior to this, that was like the biggest setback, like not having access to the right food, or just being like, oh man, I'm hungry. I'm just gonna see like what's more convenient. And like now, like I'm able to eat the good food.
Yeah.
Without really even thinking about it.
Yeah. All right. So who is this for? This is for those that are ready to gain the knowledge, take action on transforming and growing into their best self. The people that are struggling to gain lean muscle, cut body fat, right? We want a body recomposition. We want to look more toned, look more defined, right? Tired of working out for minimal results. How do I get to the next level? How do I actually, achieve those abs? How do I get that toned, defined look? You want to have that higher level of confidence within your body, within self-achievement. These are for people that, value self-investment, right? You value self-development, right? And you want to have the tools that you're going to use for the rest of your life to accelerate your mind, your body, and your soul, because this is all three of those things. And we're going to go into those. All right. So if you need a game plan that's built for you, that will get you the results that you want, and you want higher discipline, and that you understand that talk is cheap, and you're ready to put in the work, this is for you. All right. Who this is not for: those that are not ready to commit to themselves, right? Not ready to transform into their best selves. Those that do not value self-investment, self-development, personal growth, personal achievement. Those that just want to talk about it. If you're a person that's just talking about it, you haven't taken any action steps, or you're not willing to take any action steps and committing to getting some change, this is not for you. If you're not ready to financially invest and put your money where your mouth is, this is not for you. So you can honestly exit. All right. But for those people on the previous slide that's ready, that's able to grow, and is ready to learn these tools that you'll use for the rest of your life, then stay here, because you're going to learn a lot. All right. You ready to give up your excuses? So this is not for people that are not ready to give up their excuses. All right. You rather make excuses and stay in the same place rather than taking that leap into doing something new. And in order to get to new heights, we got to do things we ain't never did before. You feel me? So let's do something new. Let's get it. All right. So my goal for this webinar is for you to walk away with a better understanding on how this system works for building lean muscle while cutting body fat without a strict diet and without a ton of cardio. Y'all gonna be surprised. I'm trying to tell you. All right. So I'm gonna show you exactly how we have helped dozens of our clients literally recomposition their physique to gaining lean muscle while cutting body fat, unlocking that inner model body. You feel me? And I'm gonna touch into what model body means, all right? Because it's not the normal stigma of model body. We're not out here trying to just be slim, skinny, and what I'm saying? Like, model body is what that means to you. And we're gonna go into that, all right? So everyone can unlock their inner model body. That just means showing up with that confident, no matter where you at. You confident, you ready for a photo shoot? What, we taking pics for the ground? Even now, I got a conference, I'm about to sell this house. I've got a business meeting. I'm showing up confident. That's that model body. And we're going to get into that. So we got to unlock that. Let's get it. So who am I? I'm Jofit Johnson. A lot of y'all may know me. A lot of y'all may not. I'm a certified personal trainer, self-development, fitness and wellness coach. I'm a health and wellness expert. I, really enjoy holistic medicine, holistic healing, and a holistic lifestyle. I'm an entrepreneur and investor. I'm an international model. Some of y'all that may or may not know. So my story, let's get into it, man. So I struggled all my life with gaining weight, with gaining muscle. I was an athlete. I played basketball all through high school. I was the short and skinny guy. I was skinny. I was on the court, I always wanted to have some more size because I was, getting kind of pushed around on the court. So I did do weight training. I did weight training in high school, but I didn't have the nutritional protocol to help me really pack on muscle, pack on mass. And that's what I struggle with. As you see in these pictures right here, I'm skin and bones with some muscle, with a little muscle, so I struggled for years and years, literally all through high school, through college. I would work out and really get frustrated with until I actually, went to college, studied. But not only that, I started following and working with a couple different mentors that were into bodybuilding, and they started teaching me the fundamentals in terms of how to bodybuild, how to really take your body and build it in however you would want to build it, whether that be bulking, whether that be cutting, whether that be building your quads, whether that be building your chest, literally like a sculpture. So I got these mentors and I was obsessed with their lifestyle. I was obsessed with their ways of eating, with their ways of training. And I replicated that, right? I replicated that until I got the results that I want. I was tired of, having that little boy body. I was tired of looking 14, 15, being in college. I was tired of people looking at me talking about, oh, you need to eat. Oh, I can see your ribs. Ooh, when you get older, when you get bigger, like, ooh, you get taller, you're going to be fine. I heard all kinds of things. I'm like, bro, I'm fine right now, skinny and all. But I'm like, no, I got to get up out of this little body. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a grown man. I wanted to have that grown man physique. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on my name. I was told by my trainers and by coaches back in high school that I didn't have the frame to pack on muscle. And, you know, I could have let that derail me, but I continued to stay in that weight room, right? They would just be like, oh, you got to eat. Like, what does that mean? What does you got to eat mean? What does that mean? Right? That's where a lot of y'all probably are like, you know, you just got to eat to gain weight, right? So let's go into the next portion. So after my transformation, within 6 months, picture at the top right, 6 months, I was able to pack on 20 pounds of lean muscle, 20 pounds of lean muscle. I mean, I got hooked. I was obsessed, and I was committed to myself. Yes, I worked a full-time job. Yes, I was at school full-time. Yes, I had a packed schedule, but I made it work. I made it happen because this is what I want. So I gained that confidence. I gained so much confidence within myself, not only within my physicality, but within my self-belief, because I was able to do things that coaches and trainers once told me I would not be able to do. And this led me to taking more leaps of faith. From here, I moved to Los Angeles because in Minnesota, where I'm from, you know, I was training in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Like driving in the snow, leaving the gym, negative weather. How bad do you want it? A lot of people say that they want it, but they don't really want it. You know what I'm saying? So this gave me the confidence to move, to take that leap of faith, to move to LA. I didn't have a for sure job out there. You know, I had a roommate that was down to go, and I'm like, yo, we can go out there and make it happen. I put my mind to this, and I did it. I can put my mind to this and do it. Let's see what happens, right? I started getting a bunch of attention from my friends, right? From all those people that are calling me skinny, you know what I'm saying? From my close friends that were also skinny, they're like, bro, what did you do? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like they saw the attention I was getting, and that's going to bring me over to a couple of my transformations where I was actually able to help some of those skinny guys, you know what I mean, pack on that muscle mass just to test if this formula really works. And to this day, we're still growing. We're still growing. All right. And my dating life even got spiced up. You know what I'm saying? Like I started looking better. I was feeling better. I got stronger. I just fell in love with myself. I fell in love with my growth. I fell in love with the process. And that's what led me here. And that's why I'm here to show y'all. It doesn't matter if you're gaining weight and gaining muscle mass. It doesn't matter if you're cutting body fat. You still need to gain lean muscle mass, right? So I'm going to break this all down for you and how we can help you to reach your goals. So let's get it. So model body who? Joe Fit Johnson. All right. So this led me to becoming a model. I moved to LA, you know what I'm saying? I was out there grinding. I was out there, you know, really trying to make something happen. And I ended up, you know, obtaining a successful modeling career. You know, it was very hard. You know what I'm saying? I met with a lot of agents and, you know, I was getting told no a lot. But, you know, enhancing my physicality and my body helped me to go walk into those rooms and be confident, right? Be able to show up with my shirt off and take photos with my shirt off and, you know, feel confident because I knew that I had put the work in to look away, right? So this turned me into this new person where I was, you know what I'm saying, confident, you know what I'm saying, taking photos, showing up powerfully. All right. So if you've been struggling like I was, I so get it. If you're someone who's overwhelmed with information on the internet, right? You've tried strict diets that are impossible to follow. You're feeling bad in your skin. You're ready for change. You're ready to grow out of this old shell, this old you. You're lacking confidence. You're lacking consistency. You're overthinking. You're feeling like you're not good enough. You're feeling like something's wrong with you. You're self-sabotaging behaviors and thoughts, right? You're wanting more out of life. You're feeling unfulfilled. You want to maximize your potential. You know that there's more within you, but you don't know how to tap in, or you may need an accountability partner to help you stay accountable and to tap in and to give you a game plan that you can execute. All right. So let's get it, man. So you want to get to a point where, you know, you're feeling amazing in your skin, right? You're feeling amazing in your body. You're building that social confidence where you can show up powerfully, right? You can step out, you can, you know, go to social gatherings and feel confident wearing the clothes that you're wearing, right? You can step out and, you know what I'm saying, mingle and, you know, enhance your dating life, right? You want to attract more opportunities, right? The opportunities that you deserve because they're out there for you, but you need to become that first, right? And then you want to have the body that you want without restriction, and you can do it. Duh. You can do it. I promise you can. I've helped dozens. I've seen so many people transform, and I'm here to give you that gift. All right. So what we're going to be covering, the basics. What is a model body and how to use macros to unlock yours, how to train like a model, building muscle and cutting body fat, getting that lean aesthetic, right? What you need to know about nutrition and fitness to achieve those goals beyond weight loss and muscle gain. So how that mindset, this is crucial, y'all. Make sure y'all stay tuned to this. Mindset is the most powerful when it comes to successfully transforming your life in a positive manner. All right, let's get into it. So how I discovered this system. All right, so like I told y'all, I followed a mentor. I had a mentor that was into bodybuilding that really showed me the ropes. My trainer back in high school, he wasn't a bodybuilder, right? He was a performance coach. And this bodybuilding coach that I had, right? I had a couple of them, and I watched their YouTube videos. I was studying their lifestyle. I was getting their training, and I mimicked it. I mimicked that blueprint until I was able to create that. And at the same time, I became a person who managed my time, because I knew if I wanted to be able to go to the gym while working full time, while studying, while going to school full time, I had to prioritize my schedule and get more discipline, right? Then my why, like I told y'all before, I had a chip on my shoulder, and this is what's so important, that why. Why do you want to do this? You got to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Me starting out, one of my factors, one of my motivational goals is all those girls that said, oh, you so skinny, oh, you're gonna be so fine. I had a chip on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show y'all. I got a hit list. I didn't follow through with that because I got to my goals, and I'm like, man, I'm him, regardless. I don't even need to do all that. But that why, I was in there working towards not only proving something to them, but proving something to myself, that I can change my body. I can get to this point, right? Enough with this skinny Joe, right? So this is how I discovered this system, and it works. It works. It's bulletproof. All right. So I started testing the system. Baby. And that's how we got here. All right. So this is the start of the academy. So first client, James, he was my best friend at the time, right? I mean, he's still my best friend to this day. And he was skinnier than me. No lie. And he saw my transformation. He saw what I was doing, and I was able to help teach him exactly what I was doing with his training program, with his nutritional program, with supplementation. And within 6 months, he was seeing dramatic change where he got addicted. He got obsessed. And now he's the biggest dude, one of the biggest dudes that I know. And what he said a lot of the times, like, man, I've never felt myself with this much muscle. Like, I just love feeling big. Like, I've never felt like this. I've never moved so much weight. I've never felt so strong. And that brings me to my client number 2, which is Nick, which I trained and I helped in LA. So when I made that move to LA, this was a guy that I met randomly in an apartment building. I was at my friend's apartment building. We had connected. He saw my Instagram. He's like, man, I'm really struggling with my dating life. Like, I want to go to Coachella, and I want to, feel confident with my shirt off. Like, I don't do too well socially and things like that. And, he wanted to make this change for himself. He wanted to see himself in a new body. We were literally training for Coachella. He's like, I want to get leaner by Coachella, and that was just a couple months, but we didn't get him to having abs by Coachella. But you see, he got to that goal because he had a system and he had the knowledge where he could continue executing even when we were not working together. He continued, and he's still grinding to this day because he has the knowledge, he has the tools that he needs to build, to cut, and to do whatever he wants with his physique, right? And that's what it's about. It's about having that knowledge, having the foundation, and having the discipline to execute, right? And we may need that discipline and that accountability in the front end. We may need that partner, that coach, that mentor to help hold us accountable, right? To help hold us stay committed. And then after we build that habit, we see our body changing, and we're like, oh yeah, like, let's go. Then it's easy for you to keep that momentum going because you don't want to go back to that old version of yourself. You love it. This is now your outlet. And this brings me to client number 3 right here, which is my guy, Moha. And he's vegan, right? He's pretty slim, right? But he's like a slim fat, right? This is what we call skinny fat because he's skinny, but he's having fat, right? Little love handles on the side. And he was focusing a lot on cardio. He was on a vegan diet and he was struggling, man. And what really pushed him over edge and what he said his why was is he had one of his close friends kind of keep it real with him. Was like, bro, you're getting a dad bod. You know what I'm saying? And that triggered it for him. He reached out to me, hopped on a call. We designed him a game plan, all vegan, right? Training plan. And look at him now, built like Wiz Khalifa. You feel me? Shredded, skinny legends. Let's get it. And he's building from this point, right? We got to cut that body fat off, build that lean muscle, and then we continue to build from there. But first we got to get that body fat off. And what do? We built that lean muscle, right? So if you want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, it doesn't matter. You have to lose that body fat, build that muscle, right? And when you lose that body fat, you want to have muscle mass under the fat, right? And I'm going to show y'all.
I mean, for sure that like I'm starting to see definition that's never happened before. So I'm like pretty excited about that.
Hell yeah.
Also, I've been sleeping a lot better. It took a while to kind of like notice a change with that, but now I pretty much knock out like as soon as I get in my bed.
Let's go.
And third win, my appetite for sure. Like I've noticed that like I get hungry pretty often throughout the day. Probably because I've been eating a lot more than I normally do. But yeah, definitely big changes for sure.
I just want to touch on that really quick. Isn't that crazy how you're eating more and you're getting more definition?
Yeah.
Right? People are like, oh, I need to eat less. I want to cut. Okay, I need to eat less and I need to do cardio. But you're doing the opposite. You're eating more and you're not doing cardio. I mean,
exactly. Oh my God.
This is the thing that I don't think you understand. you're literally making a monster. I was downstairs the other day and I was sitting down on my yoga mat and I was journaling and my mirror was behind me. And I turned around and I said, that's not my back. I looked in, I said, bitch, what? My back. I don't have no, like, I used to look at my back and be like, what is that? You know? It was so cute. Like, I had the little, and then my booty, like, I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. Like, I didn't expect it to be like transformational so much for my mindset. But it really was. I would say like something that is so different today is that I really am so, after going through the program and like really practicing that discipline, I'm like, I really can like do anything I want. I just have to like do it and like imagine it and be consistent and like be certain, like, and that's it. Checking in with them, and it's like it's almost an easy program because you just bring all the information that anybody needs to do anything they want, and they just got to do it. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? You like you do all the groundwork that nobody wants to do, basically. Really? And it's clear that you enjoy doing it. So it's so refreshing.
I'm gonna show y'all the way. Okay. So I know it's frustrating. We know it's frustrating, y'all. It's the diet cycle, right? You've been losing and gaining off and on, vicious cycle for too long. You've been training for years, or you haven't, but you've never been able to achieve that physique that you really want, that you're in there grinding towards. You haven't been able to achieve that. And you don't know how to get the results that you want in a sustainable manner. You think maybe you got to cut carbs, you got to do 2 hours of cardio, you need to train 7 days a week. And that's not the case. I don't have my clients train 7 days a week. We rest. We don't do strict diets. You can eat out. You can kick it with friends. You can have a good lifestyle and eat intentionally towards your goals and have the body that you want. It's all in the mindset and the knowledge and the system. All right. Raise the value of your lifestyle. You're tired of feeling like crap. You want to wear what you want. You want to feel sexy. You want to be able to go out with your friends and family without feeling self-conscious. You know what I'm saying? At the beach with your shirt off, on a vacation. You want to be able to go on long hikes or even up the stairs without feeling exhausted. Right? And you want to have fun with the process. You want to enjoy it, right? This journey doesn't have to be painful or suffering. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that you have to go on these crazy strict diets and do all this cardio. That's not the case. No, it's not going to be easy, but I promise it will be worth it. It will be. Okay. So other ways that you can go about achieving results, and the way that most people go about it and, end up failing, right? It's the fad diets being, oh, I'm gonna go on a no carb diet, right? And maybe you lose 20 pounds in 1 month, but then after you start implementing carbs again, you're gaining that weight back, right? So you're trying these juice cleanses and these fasts and things like that, where you may lose 10 pounds in the first month, but then you go back to your old eating habits and you gain it back. That's not sustainable. We're focusing on sustainable results, sustainable lifestyle change, so that you can truly make this a lifestyle change. You can truly make this a long-term result, not get the result and then go back, right? In-person training. This is a point that I started at, and this is why I went online, because with in-person training, you're so limited. And a lot of people don't understand this because this is the most common form of training, but online is so much better, I promise. Like, in-person training is great for having somebody there to literally teach you form. That is the most powerful thing for a personal trainer. But you can teach your form on your own. You can hire a personal trainer just for that simple fact, but it's not to transform your body. It's not to transform your lifestyle. It's not to transform your mindset, because in order to transform your body long-term, you must transform your mindset. And a personal trainer is not going to teach you how to transform your mindset. They're not going to teach you and educate you about nutrition. I haven't met one yet. When I was in the gym, that's not what we were doing. They're not holding you accountable when you leave the gym. So it's very limited. You don't have that full spectrum of coaching, right? When you leave the gym, it's all on you. It's all on you. There's no more accountability. There's no more guidance. There's no more education. There's no more development and growth, right? And then you got YouTube workout plans, which are great. They're great. I have nothing against YouTube workout plans. There's lots of resources out here. You should use them. But again, it's not going to hit all cylinders. It's not going to, you're not going to have a nutritional plan. You're not going to have an accountability partner. You're not going to have a workout plan that's built for you and your experience level, right? Maybe you got bad knees. Maybe, you want to work out at home, and YouTube videos got home workouts. They got gym workouts, but maybe you want something tailored from you. You're a beginner, and you just want something that you can literally just like follow through, and also have that nutritional program that's going to get you to the results, because the nutrition is honestly 80% of the results. You can work out twice a day, but if your nutrition is not aligned and intentional with your goals, you're going to struggle to get the best possible results that you can. And that's just facts. All right. So let's move on to it. So you can enjoy your fitness journey, y'all. Like, it's meant to be enjoyable. You know, you can have the body you want without promising what you like. You can travel, you know what I'm saying? You can eat out, you can have drinks. Everything's about balance and moderation and understanding and having the knowledge, right? And having that foundation built so that you can have your cake and eat it too. Literally, like you can have, like, I'm shredded and I can have cake. My clients, they have cheat meals, they have cake and, you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to have, but that's not the foundation of their eating habits. You feel me? Let's get it. So we get it. We have seen and we have conquered the stress eating, the bad habits from childhood, the lack of understanding, that COVID weight gain, that information overload, that lack of structure and time. We know time is a big excuse, but everyone in that gym is busy, more than likely, right? And then frustration of, you know, working hard and then getting minimal results, right? Like it can feel like, why am I here spending this time in the gym and it's month 2 and I'm not getting the results I want? Like I don't see many changes, right? It's frustrating. It is. So here's the fat loss strategy. Here's the tools that y'all need to lose that body fat, gain that lean muscle, pack on some muscle mass, and recomposition your body. When we say body recomposition, we mean to go from a soft, mostly, you know, body, mostly fat, you know, body to a muscular dominant, more tone defined body, right? And in order to do that, we must focus on building more muscle than we have fat. And this is why weight training, body weight training, building strength is so important over doing all that cardio, because you can do a bunch of cardio. It's going to leave you looking soft and squishy. All right. So let's move into it. So we're going to be covering macros, strength training, and muscular hypertrophy, and then consistency / mindset. All right. So tap into your model body. So this is the breakdown I was talking about earlier. So when I say model body, I'm not speaking of the standards that you usually think of, excuse me, you usually think of when you hear model body. I'm speaking of your higher, super confident self, that version of yourself where you show up powerfully, whether it's to a set, a meeting, or just, you know, a showing, you know, your realtor, or, you know, just posing for a group photo, family photo, you know, or Instagram photo, influencer photo, recording content for your brand, for your company. That's more important than ever now, right? A lot of people for their brands and their company are the faces, right? So you want to be able to show up confidently and powerfully. So that's what I mean by that model body, that model confidence, where you can show up. And I understand how important it is to show up as your confident, fit, sexy self, right? We all want to feel confident in and outside of our clothes. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you want to be attractive to your spouse as well. It's like a lot of people get complacent, get in a relationship and let your body go, but then that's not the body that your spouse or your partner, you know, was attracted to. Or is, you know, maybe it is, but you want to level up. Maybe you're, you know what I'm saying? Y'all push each other to get to a point where y'all both are, you know, growing. And if your relationship isn't based on that, then no stagnation. We all about growing, man. So you may want to reconsider y'all goals. You feel me? But that's not what we're here for. But that's some free game for you. Macros overview. So macros are important because they are components of the food that we eat, right? So this is a secret tool that bodybuilders, actors, fitness models use to build whatever composition they like within their body, whether that be cutting, bulking, maintaining. Macros is very important, basic understanding to learn. And we were not taught this. There are 3 main macronutrients. You got carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. Everyone's macros are different based on your weight, your height, your activity level, and also what your goals are. So for my clients, I calculate this for them, but honestly, a good rule of thumb, outside of like your calorie intake, but a good rule of thumb for your macro split would be 35% protein, 35% carb, 30% fat. And you can literally implement this within, I mean, I would say on average, I mean, you could probably start with like a 2,000 calorie diet with this split, and you stick with that, and you will be body recompositioning. You will be eating enough protein while weight training to, you know, build muscle and to burn body fat, you know? So macros 101. So you got carbs, protein, fat. So carbs, 4 calories per gram, body's main source of energy, helps to build muscle. There are 2 types of carbs: simple, quicker to digest, faster fuel source; complex, slower to digest, sustained energy. Complex carbs are going to be like, that's what I suggest to people, right? That's what you want to focus on consuming, that whole brand rice, right? That whole grain, right? That brown rice, that whole grain bread, that, you know, that wheat pasta, or that, you know, chickpea pasta, chickpea beans, complex carbs like that, rather than simple carbs are going to be like, you know, the white enriched flour, the pastries and donuts and the sugars and things like that. That's going to turn into fat. So then you got protein, 4 calories per gram, promotes recovery, building blocks of muscle and bone, promotes healthy hair, nails, and skin. So protein is going to be that thing that really helps the muscle grow and densify. People think that, oh, protein is going to make me bulky, but that's not what protein's job is. That's actually the carbs and the fats that's going to make you expand, depending on how much you're intaking, what type of carbs you're intaking and fats you're intaking. But protein is just that muscle, that densening of the muscle. How the protein cooks is also very important. Right, that fried chicken versus that baked chicken. That fried chicken is now having all these different additives because you're frying it in that, non-healthy fat, which is going to make you gain that fat. Gain that fat. Fat absorbs nutrients, slow digesting, energy source, lubricates joints, promotes cell growth, helps produce hormones. Fat is very important, but it's about the types of fat that you're eating. And that's the difference, right? And that goes with the carbs as well, right? The simple versus the complex. It's about the types and the quality of food that you're eating overall, all right? And then we use macros to make sure that our intake is A1 and aligned with our goals, all right? So strength training and hypertrophy, right? So this is that key to that sculpted physique, all right? So we got muscle growth, right? Key for body recompositioning, that muscle growth, all right? Responsible for toning, defining, and sculpting and building, right? You want to build a booty, you want to build a chest, you want to build your arms, you got a muscle growth, right? It's not cardio. Enhance what you already have. You feel me? Body recompositioning. The only way to recomposition your body is by gaining more muscle and losing more body fat. This requires strength training and muscular hypertrophy. Nutrition is also key for body recomp, turning a body from soft with little shape to a sculpted, built and toned body. Fat loss. A strategic plan for rapidly dropping body fat is key to stay motivated for the efforts you're putting in. People often get frustrated with their fat loss results, causing most to quit and restart later, right? That's that hamster wheel. That's that vicious cycle, right? When you're not losing fat, when you're not seeing results, it's hard to honestly stay motivated. And that's why I help my clients get such amazing results, because then you get motivated, right? You get motivated because you're like, whoa, I'm actually seeing results. Like, what'll happen if I really stick with this? Like, what am I about to turn into? Like, it's exciting. It's really exciting. And watch the video testimonials at the end or in the on the website, NoStagnation/transformation. Watch the testimonials. You will hear my clients say these things. I'm not making this up. This is real facts. All right. I'm trying to tell y'all, take the leap, do it, commit to yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Consistency and mindset, the key to long-term change. This is the key right here. If you want to transform your body, whether that be, if you want to transform at all, if you want to transform a business, if you want to transform your body, mindset is everything. That morning routine sets the tone for good habits and a productive energy and mindset going into your day. This can be the difference between a productive day and a non-productive day. This sets intention and momentum for your day. Do you have a morning routine, an intentional morning routine? Everyone has a morning routine, right? But it may be filled with bad habits or just, reactional state. You're just waking up and just, right? You're not having a morning routine that's like, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z because this is going to get me into a state so that I can produce the outcome in the future that I want for my goals, right? Mental push-ups. All right. So the same way that we train our body, we must train our mind. This is something that we take pride in with No Stagnation Academy, because I truly understand the power of developing the mindset, right? Developing discipline, developing self-belief, developing, good habits, developing positive self-talk, right? You must practice discipline and habits that sharpen your mind, raise your self-belief and your willpower. So rewiring the subconscious mind. Rewiring the subconscious mind is a superpower to unlocking higher goals and unlocking a higher version of yourself. As most people really struggle with negative self-talk, right? It's a normal thing, and, low self-belief. This will be a key to overcoming that, right? Affirmations are a great way to rewire and to reaffirm the mind, to create your reality and to believe that you are a conscious creator and able and deserving of this life that you want. But you must have your actions to line up with that, all right? So reaching your goals, macros in isolation will not be enough to reach your goals, all right? You need a combination of nutrition, movement, and mindset, all right? So we would love to share with you our strategy for implementing these three things, because like I said, just the macros by itself and just training by itself is not enough, right? That's why we focus on mindset. And we also focus on these pillars here, right? So the pillars of success. So in No Stagnation Academy, we have designed countless transformation programs, all right? We've spent years perfecting the strategy that goes into implementation of a holistic approach for a true lifestyle transformation and a life of new potential and personal unlocks. So the following pillars are what we use and are used by the highest achievers in the world. As they say, every coach and high achiever needs a coach and a surrounding of like mind. So these are the pillars, right? We have accountability, right? A lot of people struggle with that consistency portion, and that's because they never had, you know, accountability, and also, you know, lacking discipline. But, you know, having that accountability partner, having someone else, you know, that you know is going to be checking in with you and that's expecting of you, a lot of times we're more willing to, you know, and more likely to stick to something when we know that someone else is holding us at that standard, right? And then we have that community. It's important to be surrounded by like-minded people. And a lot of us don't have people in our direct, you know, circle or community that are on the same wavelength in terms of self-development or, you know, fitness and health and things like that. So it's really important to have a community. And we do have a community in No Stagnation Academy that are filled with like-minded individuals that are serious about their self-development, that are on their fitness journeys, that are, you know, that care about their health, care about their body, care about their mind, right? And then we have that educational portion as well, you know, because we have to always continue to be educated, right? Being educated not only on macros, but, you know, on gut health, right? On, you know, mental health, right? On nutrition overall, right? And then mindset, like we said, mindset is super important. And we just talked about that. So I'm not going to go too deep into that. So beyond macros, we have accountability in that community. All right. So coaching calls, messenger support, in-app calendar support, weekly check-ins, group chat with other members, and one-on-one support. So it's really bulletproof here. So you have coaching calls with me, myself, right? And, you know, my assistant coach once they come in. You'll have messenger support, 24/7 access through the training app that you'll have on your phone. It's a training app on your phone that'll deliver you your workout program, an in-app calendar and support. So everything's through this one app. We have weekly check-ins through the same app. It's very nice. No Stagnation app. You have a group chat with other members where we're sharing workouts. We're checking in with each other. You know, you're seeing, you know, what everyone's eating, what people are struggling with. It's just that community, right? And then you'll have that one-on-one support with myself. And then, like I said, that custom fitness program built for you. So you get a custom workout program built for you, your experience level, whether you're a beginner, never worked out before, never weight trained before. I've helped many people that's never weight trained before learn how to weight train and kill it. Or you've been weight training for years and you just need to tweak your strategy to really maximize your goals. You will have video instructions of every single workout to do. You'll have your reps, your sets. It's really a very easy app to use. You know what I'm saying? I've had older people that are not technology savvy use it. You know what I'm saying? I have clients all over the world. So you can get it in Android or iOS. And then we have mindset workshops, right? Where we have group calls and we'll go over different topics, you know, visualization, meditation, affirmations, conquering negative self-beliefs, self-doubt, self-sabotaging behavior, so many different things. You also have access to those recordings and replays and courses via the membership site where you have those online courses for education and get access to those replays. So not only are you going to create amazing results in the program, but overall, you're going to be getting that education that you can use for the rest of your life, right? So this is going to be super impactful. And, you know, honestly, after this, what I like to say is like, you're not going to need to invest in another personal trainer or another coach. And if you do, like, it's honestly not common. I haven't heard of anyone doing it, but if you do, it's because you want someone in person to look at your form more, or to, you know, maybe you're into functional patterns like healing the body through specific movement, things like that. But in terms of, you know, building muscle and dropping body fat, you're going to have everything that you need. All right. But does it work? Stop playing. You can go on Google, No Stagnation Academy, No Stagnation Transformation Academy. We've got tons of reviews. You can go www.nostagnation.us/transformations. We got tons of reviews, and you can hear from our clients themselves. We have had many people come in and get results. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have tons of results. And I stand on my word. You know what I'm saying? If you commit to yourself, you commit to communicating with me and my team and executing, we will make sure that you get the results that you want. All right. So with that being said, next step, if you want to work with me one-on-one and join No Stagnation Academy, fill out an application to book a call. All right. So if you're ready to ditch the frustration, right? You're tired of the trial and error. You're ready to see your body in a new form at a new height. You're ready to hit your goals and sustain them. You're ready to stop feeling confused and frustrated. Take a leap into something new. Fill out the application, apply. We'll hop on a call. We'll see if we're a good fit. And if you're accepted, we'll go over the pricing details, and we'll get you officially enrolled into No Stagnation Academy. Hopefully we got spots left. If not, you will join the wait list and I will reach out to you via email to confirm your call. All right. So I hope this helps a lot. I hope that you got some new games, some education. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Most of y'all have my Instagram or my email. I hope to, hop on a call with people that are, if you made it this far, you're probably a fit, right? We're probably a good fit because you stuck around. All right. And I look forward to helping you. I look forward to serving you and to helping you to get to that next level that you deserve. All right. Because you're doing yourself and your family a disservice by you not creating the best version of you, right? And it's not just about the physical. It's not just about the physical change in your body, but it's about the habits that you're going to build, the lifestyle that you're going to build, right? That inner confidence that you're going to build from, sticking to something and being able to, successfully achieve what you want to achieve, right? There's so many gems that fitness and that health gives you. And the thing about health is you're going to have to pay for it one way or another, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay for it now in terms of, time, research, investing, if you're not investing and paying for it now to be preventative, you will be forced to have to pay for it in the future, whether that be in sickness, whether that be in life quality, right? Maybe you can't go on hikes and you love to go on hikes. Maybe you can't throw the football with the kids and, they're running around and you're tired. Like one way or you get sick and you got medical bills, like one way or another, you're going to have to pay for it. So be preventative and take yourself serious. You have one body. You have one body. This is the only thing. You may think that you live in your house. You may think that you live in Florida. You don't live there. You live in this first. You live in this vessel. And how we show up in this vessel is more important than all of those things, y'all. So take the time. You feel me? Take the time. Take yourself serious. You're worth it. You deserve it. Much love to y'all. Joe Fit Johnson, No Stagnation Academy. We are out.